Communication is a major barrier for someone with hearing loss. However, the main goal for Camp Success is to teach those high school students better strategies to help prepare them for college. Originating in Harlem, swing was a popular dance style in the 1920s, but in 2017, Troy University students bring back an old pastime for amateur and skilled dancers. According to Smith, the addition to the walking trail will add an additional 1 mile to the 1.1 mile course. However, with recent rainfall, it could cause a delay. The grant not only provides extra years to the program, but also gives students an extra opportunity to better their future. Troy Parks and Recreation will be undergoing a major upgrade to its walking trail in the coming weeks. According to Director Dan Smith, the trail is popular amongst Troy residents.
At the Recreation Center, we have currently a paved walking trail that's 1.1 mile, and from early in the morning at sunrise until dark, it is heavily used. The addition of this walking trail is going to make the trail approximately 2 miles, and it adds configurations. The way it all ties in together will be 3 loops that are all tied in together.
The City of Troy isn't solely funding the extended walking trail. A recreational grant is also helping finance the project.
The total project is $125,000, but we received a Recreation Trails Program, RTP, grant of $100,000, and the city will pay the remaining balance, which is approximately $25,000. It is another step in the growth of our facilities.
According to Smith, the addition to the walking trail will add an additional 1 mile to the 1.1 mile course. However, with recent rainfall, it could cause a delay.
It potentially could be through in 1 week, but realistically, with the weather and the rain, it could take a week and a half to 2 weeks. But they move very fast when they work. So no matter if you're walking on 2 legs or 4, Smith encourages Troy residents to come out and enjoy the facility's walking trail. Kiawanna Clark, Troy Vision News. Troy University's Trio Upward Bound is a federally funded program aimed for student success. In June, it was awarded with a grant which will keep the program up and running.
We got renewed for a full 5 years, and we got renewed for $1.88 million. And that's a nice support for what we're doing in that program.
The Upward Bound program received the maximum allotted years for the grant. However, according to Fulmer, it isn't an easy process.
You only get an opportunity to compete for a renewal about every 5 years. But by and large, people who've had it seek to get it renewed, don't get it, and they have to shut the program down. So we're always glad and always thankful when we get it renewed, and we were glad this time.
The grant not only provides extra years to the program, but also gives students an extra opportunity to better their future.
We have so many of our former students who call us or stop by to see us and let us know the impact that the program, just their being a part of the program, how it has assisted them in being successful, how they were so happy to have had an opportunity to receive the assistance with the transition from high school to college.
Trio Upward Bound serves over 80 low-income first-generation high school students free of charge. Kiawanna Clark, Troy Vision News. Strong, humorous, and at times a bit outspoken are all adjectives that describe Troy University student LaTara Brown. But for those of you who may not know Brown, she was born with a rare skin condition.
I have ichthyosis bullosa, which the ichthyosis part is when my skin sheds and replenishes itself on its own at an exceedingly fast rate. And the bullosa part causes blisters sometimes on certain parts of my body. So that's where the origin bullosa comes from.
Growing up, Brown was in and out of hospitals, but she had a fairly normal childhood. It was the transfer to college that created problems.
I always had different people around until I came to college, and that was kind of like culture shock because I had always been in private school my whole life. The older I got, the worse social anxiety would get for me. Simple things like going to the caf It really affects my social anxiety because I feel like all eyes are on me at all times, and it's such a big space with so many people.
Having the condition of ichthyosis bullosa hasn't stopped Brown from being a regular adult. Rather, it has pushed her to overcome her boundaries and be her own inspiration.
Can't is not a word, so I don't use it. It's not in my vocabulary, and I don't follow the word can't. So anything that I can like set my mind to that I really want to do, I can do it, and I don't like I said, I don't have any setbacks, or I haven't really overcome anything besides, I guess, like minor bullying, but you just have to grow up and not let that get to you.
According to Brown, although she may seem different, she is still normal. Also, don't be afraid to stop by and say hey. Kiawanna Clark, Troy, Trojan Vision News. A message of hope, motivation, and inspiration. Former NFL player and motivational speaker Chris Shepard spoke to Troy University students at the first Troy Ignite event.
Tough times don't last, tough people do. It's one of my core values, the things I believe that really helped me go to the next level. Understanding that all of us face adversity, but if we're willing to push through it and lean into it, they don't last forever.
The Florida native grew up in humble beginnings with 15 siblings. With all cards stacked against him, Shepard was the first in his family to not only graduate high school, but also college.
Born in the hood. I was born in a ghetto project apartment bathtub, raised with 15 brothers and sisters in extreme poverty, a family that, no one had ever graduated high school or gone to college. So all the odds were stacked against me, but despite it all, I just found a way, I found hope, and at 14 years old, and it transformed my life.
Going against the flow and going to work to accomplish your dreams are key aspects of the event, but he wanted students to understand the message of hope.
Hope is the activator. Hope is the true game changer. When hope enters the picture, action follows. Because if we have hope in the future, we have power in the present. And so that's my biggest thing. I want everyone to find hope and inspiration in the words that I shared and me being transparent.
Shepard's parting advice to students: don't give up, give in, or give out. More events like Troy Ignite are in the planning stages. Kiawanna Clark, Troy, Trojan Vision News.